Brought to you by Natural Healer. www.naturalhealer.com.au. All rights reserved. It's not surprising to see people take incredible care of their car. They wash, buff, wipe, and shine every inch with immense pride. Its immaculate condition is only dampened by dark clouds or birds overhead. In the same way, there are others who can't sleep at night unless their bricks and mortar house presents in the same spotless way. Now, I see nothing wrong with taking great pride in those things which you love, but as we wax on, wax off the gloss of all the physical items we possess in our lives, do we ever stop a moment to think about the condition of the place we really live in? To those who know me, or those who've read my earlier post entitled Me, Myself, and I, you've heard me refer to your physical body as your house. I got this endearing term many, many years ago from an intro page from a brilliant book by Wayne Dyer called You'll See It When You Believe It. Now let me quickly share it with you so you can soak in its full impact. John Quincy Adams is well, but the house in which he lives at the present time is becoming dilapidated. It's tottering on its foundations. Time and the seasons have nearly destroyed it. Its roof is pretty worn out. Its walls are much shattered and tremble with every wind. I think John Quincy Adams will have to move out of it soon, but he himself is quite well, quite well. Now this short passage struck me so much it brought tears to my eyes. But how very true it is! I may live in a house with 4 walls and a roof, and I may drive a car of metal and steel, and I may work in a city with millions of people, but my true home is right here, wrapped around me. I see it in the mirror every day. It gets weathered by the sun, moved around at a whim, worked, stressed, loved, healed, and so much more. Yet it stays with me no matter how healthy or unwell it gets. This body of mine is truly my home. From the moment I read the John Quincy Adams passage, the way I looked at my physical body completely changed. I realized I must tend to my house with great care so it effectively protects me from the elements and shelters me for as long as I may live. Furthermore, I must take care of it in such a way that it may be strong enough to shelter others if needed. This is when I finally understood that my life choices truly, honestly, really make or break my house. Of course, the lifestyle choices you make are just that. They're yours. And it's important to do whatever makes you happy. So I'm not saying don't do anything that doesn't make you happy. What I want to gently nudge your beautiful soul now is, for whenever you make decisions about what you put into your body, onto your body, and surround yourself with, think for a moment. How is it treating your house? Is it strengthening the roof, reinforcing the foundations, insulating you from harm? Or is it stripping the paint from the walls, creating a hole in the floor, knocking down the front door? And doesn't this gorgeous analogy make a big difference in how you think and subsequently treat your physical self? I know it's not possible for a majority of us to live a pristine, perfect, 100% organic, non-GMO, pure water, smoke-free, stress-free, hate-free, alcohol-free existence. I know this. I myself enjoy a nice glass of Merlot or Shiraz from time to time, and I don't mind a pizza when I catch up with my friends. And although fleeting stress can and does rumble over my head too. But the one thing I cannot and will not shake is the knowing that whatever decision I make affects my house, and it's the only place I live, so I have to treat it with care. I maintain an even balance with something my husband told me about a decade ago called the 80-20 rule. It's what you do 80% of the time that impacts you the most. I'm speaking in logical generalities here, so I'm not saying that doing something fatal 20% of the time will reach equilibrium if you eat organic quinoa for the 80% balance. What I mean is that it's okay to give yourself some allowance and dance on the edge a little, but keep the balance high in your true home's favor, 80% or more of nurturing food, water, exercise, and rest. Now, some people may not agree with this, but I think flexibility in your house is important. The glorious General Sherman tree didn't get to 84 meters tall, now that's 275 feet, and 2,500 years old by being completely rigid against the storms. Its flexibility helped it get to where it is today. So don't take my word for it. Go out and do your own research so you can follow what feels right to you. But for those interested, here are some things I do to maintain my divine house. For my body, I maintain a healthy alkaline acidic diet. Now, it's been said that illness cannot flourish in a body which is more alkaline. And drink chlorine-free, fluoride-free water often. Get out in nature and feel the sun. Stretch and strengthen every day. Meditate as often as you can to quiet your mind. And for those thinking, I don't have time for meditation, I want you to know that meditation is beneficial no matter how short, yes, even a couple of minutes. Be kind to yourself with loving and supportive affirmations. And again, you can read more about my thoughts on that on a previous blog post I did. Be yourself and be proud of who you truly are. And share your gifts and your love. Openly send and receive as much as you can, whenever you can. So do you now see where you really live? Has this post helped or hindered your ability to take care of it in any way? How do you keep your foundations firm? I enjoy hearing comments and learning from others, so whether you agree with me or not, please comment below. Namaste.